Hello, sweetheart. What's up? And welcome back to my YouTube channel. I hope you guys are cool. Please go ahead and give me some likes, please. I don't insert video clips because of copyright. Give me some likes and let's get right into this. Now, I told you guys I was going to return with an update because in the conversation Tandeka was having with Ramona, the concluding part of that conversation was when she started venting to Ramona about Liema and nominating Mmeli and giving reasons because of her. Now, guys, I want us to talk about this in this particular video. I don't want to care whose fan you are. Please, I don't give a damn about faves. I don't have a fave, please. I don't give a damn about fave. Now let's just talk. Just remove whatever thing that has to do with your fave. Let's talk about this. I mentioned in the previous video about gang up. I saw a lot of you guys comment saying no gang up unless you're not watching the show we're watching. Did you hear when Neliswa said that Tandeka is making them talk about her every now and then, and before Liema started telling them that yeah, she actually had a conversation with her. She told her that she's watched the show. She knows that she's always talking about the previous housemates. Da, 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 da. Yeah, this thing Lema is doing, I said, is not right. No matter what, it's not right because I've been seeing lots of comments, even while we watch people commenting, saying all sorts of things. Number one, amongst the returnees, if there is anybody that would tell or that can tell about the show, it should be Liema and Mmeli because I'm not going to add Dube. Dube didn't really get the chance to enter into Biggie's house. Bravo B didn't really get a chance to experience the house very well before he left. So Liema and Mmeli are two people who understand the game, and I know they are playing the game. Now, social media reactions, they are saying that Liema thought she was going to be the show, but she never knew Tandeka is going to beat her to her own game. Now, I have a question for you guys. It's an obvious fact. If nobody gets disqualified, if nothing happens and anybody leaves the show, it's really very obvious that Tandeka and Liema might be in the finale. Let's assume they are the only two girls in the finale, or they are maybe two of them are part of those that are going to be in the finale. What happens, guys? How is the dynamics going to be? Because invariably all of these people I'm looking at here are going to be evicted from the house, unless maybe one of them is lucky to probably from HOH or just grace pushes that one into the finale. Let's assume all the housemates are up and Biggie is evicting three, four, and he gets the top finalists. Maybe they're having a top six as usual. Yeah. Yeah, because this is season six. They should have a top six. Maybe they're having a top six as usual, guys. And maybe Liema. You guys remember what happened? Was it Sinaye and Z? It was in the finale that they really had time to talk things through, became more closer. What happens then? And you know one thing, the more Liema is talking about, like somebody told you something and you're coming to tell the housemates, you see the expression, you see the way they were just looking at Liema. In their minds, they'll be like, yo, you are not a true friend. Let's just be real. Because by the time you are venting to someone about another, maybe something the person, like this person, you guys have been close and the person told you something. Now you're coming out to lay it bare before others. In their minds, they are looking at you. And guys, I have to tell you guys the sincere truth. These people, you see this clique, these people, they are not even Liema's friends. They don't like Liema at all. They are not her friends. I think Tandeka genuinely liked Liema, and Mmeli also tried, in making sure that both of them like kind of connect. Because if it asks me, I don't think there is any apart from that first time they had little altercation. I don't think that. But why would you just come into the house and you feel you don't like this person? I'll keep saying it, and people are really ranting on the social space, saying that someone made a post and was like, okay. Before, I think Lema said something. Lema was telling the housemates that Tandeka is playing a game. She knows what she's doing because she keeps talking about past previous housemates. So she knows all of them. She knows all the winners. So probably all these things she's doing is a strategy, getting them to talk about her, like all this after Biggie called her the main character syndrome. Some of them, their hate for her increased. If he was at level 50, it went boom to 70. Let's call it spade a spade. Tandeka has her own character, has her own behavior, which is she just wants her voice to be heard, and she's not a good listener, and she wants to make her points clear, and she wants you to accept it, right? Because she knows that, okay, maybe the one you're bringing is not banging, so take this particular one. But I know it really takes understanding. Like I told someone, I replied to someone in the comments, I said, what somebody is used to is going to take a while before the person will, move from it. By the time the show is over and she comes out to see, oh, this was, she's going to start navigating towards, making changes and doing what she feels or what is generally acceptable. I don't know if you guys are getting. So, but Liema telling them, she told me one time, and you guys used to be cool. Can you see? So I think all of these things increase from the whole main character stuff. So Tandeka was evil. She went ahead to tell Ramona that Lema should stop, that she's not going to take her stuff anymore. I'm like, oh, so Lema do borrow her stuff. Because she said she's not gonna take her things anymore. She's not gonna take. So you do borrow her stuff. So how did you people get to this point? What if you get to week 8, week 9, and it's just you and Tandega? And do you think these people like you? This is week 4. Nobody knows what's gonna happen before the week ends. Nobody knows what's gonna happen next week. So honestly, this whole thing between Lema and Tandeka, seriously, I do not like it. When you mentioned that you don't like Tandeka, you would have separated yourself from her. You would have just stood on your ground. And Tandeka even called her fake. Dube called Lema fake. Who else? And somebody wrote something. The person said that if there is anybody that should have understood the show is Lema, and that fans, viewers should give this other housemates grace because it's their first time. And that if you want to compare Liema to Tandeka or what's happening, use Liema of Shiamosha to compare and not the season. And the person might be making sense. Don't come in the comments and tell me it seems your favorite sound like I don't give an F about whoever. I'm just analyzing based on what I'm seeing happening in the house because it doesn't make sense that people will gather and your main discussion is just one person. Your conversation is one person. You guys don't have a lot to talk about. You're not even showcasing your talents, what you've got, what you brought to the house. Let's know I guys are talking about Tandeka. To me, it doesn't make sense. Like I said in the previous video, if it's not from the whole Melly situation, it's from the whole main character that Biggie called her and the way she embraced her punishment. I think that was it. So now, why did you nominated Mmeli? Nominating Melly and say you fine. I'm nominating Melly because I've not really had time to bond with him well. We've not had conversation. Why would you use the opportunity to share Tandeka? Why would you use the opportunity to say what has that you are nominating a housemate and you're grieving? In fact, I don't know why Biggie didn't correct that. That's why sometimes I love Ibuka. Sorry, not Ibuka. I love Bibi Naija Biggie. Yeah, because no. What has Tandeka got to do with you are nominating Mmeli? Give reasons you're nominating Mmeli and you're bringing Tandeka into it because you don't like Tandeka, you don't want to be around. Who asked you to be around Tandeka? Doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense. They said she's an egg. She's an this. Tandeka can be a lot. Even when Ramona went to tell her, she was just talking. I'm like, calm down and listen to Ramona. Listen to what Ramona had to say. Allow Ramona to talk before. But no, she was just because she's hot. Yeah. So she really needs to learn a lot, Tandeka. But you see all of this forced whatever some of the housemates are doing, I'm not buying it. And I have to say that if there is one thing I didn't like for this season was if they want to have an all-stars, they should have an all-stars. That's just it. It's better. You want to have an all-stars, have an all-stars where all the housemates coming into the house, we know that they've already had a fan base. Imagine Neliswa said she googled, she researched Liema before coming to the house, and Liema didn't say anything. She researched Lema and even found out she was coming to the house. Lema did not react. She didn't say anything. Imagine it was Thandeka that said such a thing. No. So I'm just saying it because I think Tandeka feels bad that Liema is giving her this kind of treatment, because maybe for her, oh, I like this person, but she never knew that Liema does not like her the way she likes her. So why being fake? Why being close to her? He would have make it known, make it obvious. But one thing, you see these people gathered with Liema, they are not her friends. I'm telling you guys. One day you guys are still gonna hear that there is a fallout. Yeah, they don't even like you because one, you are a returnee. One, they already know you have fans. They already know you've got a squad. So you think they will be clamoring for you to win? They will not. Because they'll be like, how can someone has been on the show before coming back again? Why didn't they give us the freshers the chance at something? So I think Liema should just please, she should just refrain from all of this gang up, please. She shouldn't just include herself in all of these things, because you might think you are trying to be in their good books, but you don't know that you're indirectly revealing yourself more to them, and tomorrow they're going to start gossiping about you. Yeah, because they're going to say, you're like this, you're like, you might think that, oh, you're getting closer to them, or you're talking, or you're this, or you're that. But then at the end of the day, you are a returnee. I expected much from Uliema, but it's quite unfortunate that I don't understand though. I don't understand. But I'm still so happy for her. At least her fans are doing so well. She's the one topping the polls and all of that. And some other housemates are also coming up. Ashe, Bravo B, Didi. These are like Brooklyn B, those fresh outs anyway. Yeah, we are in for the drama, but when the drama becomes so much, too much of everything is bad. Yeah, I want the drama. Tandeka, yes, people should challenge you. People should, but sitting down to talk about your fellow lady housemate 247, it doesn't make sense. You literally left your own game and you're analyzing someone's game plan. What is the threat? Yeah, what is it? So, like I said, all of these things doesn't make sense, and I wish Lema would just remove herself from all of the, don't even, because since today it's been Tandeka and for Tandeka too, she's been venting, oh Lema, this, she told Ramona, because she's hot, she's really very hot. Probably she never expected that coming from, why would you throw shit at me, or why would you indirectly say something to me when you are nominating another person? Why would you do that? Anyway, guys, maybe some of them are craving for highlights so much. Tracy almost tried a fight with her. Neliswa has a lot of ill things to say about Tandeka. Reasons I do not know. I was looking at Neliswa like, oh, she's much. Reasons, guys, I do not know. Like, there is no one person amongst the female that you would say, oh, this person. Then reason is what I'm really finding it very hard to understand. Guys, I cannot. But in all, I just feel that whatever works for you. But when you're friends with somebody, when you guys have a fallout, whatever it is those people or persons must have told you, it's also nice for you to protect it. Alright guys, share thoughts in the comment section. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.